We've got 4 updated news items around the Superman Legacy movie coming out from James Gunn in the DC Universe. We're going to get into those 4 news items right now on the Sundowners Club. We've got some news on Superman Legacy, and one of the first things that people talked about when the casting news was announced that David Corenswet, this unknown actor, was playing Superman was, can he pull off the look? And we knew right away his face looks a lot like Cavill and even Christopher Reeve. Like, he's got the Superman look in the face.
Absolutely.
But with being tall, the thought was, well, how's he going to look as Superman? And we've got some updated news, courtesy of Paolo Mascitti, who is a personal trainer, who posted on his Instagram, and we'll put up the shot of David Corenswet in the gym, working out, getting ready for Superman. So our first news item is we've got visual evidence that he's becoming the Man of Steel, at least physically in the gym. He's getting jacked. You think he looks the part, at least in terms of like that one shot there that we'll put up?
Yeah, he does. I mean, honestly, if you didn't tell me, I would have just thought that was Henry Cavill.
It looks a lot like Cavill, and he certainly looks bigger than what we've seen him in his other photo ops.
No, he looks like he's definitely dedicated to it, I think. Yeah, he's definitely got the look.
Yeah, so it's good news in terms of the physical manifestation of the Man of Steel. You know, I grew up with Christopher Reeve's Superman, which was tall and lean, but obviously the modern Superman through comics, video games, animated, and even Henry Cavill himself, is the expectation is that Superman's going to be jacked.
I think his official stats are like, I think he's like 6'3", 230, I want to say.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I think it's something like that. So, I mean, he's always been a bigger guy, but in both the comics and animation and the movies. So, no, I think he looks perfect.
Well, at least from a training standpoint, we can see that he's looking the part. Now, what the script looks like and what the visual side of what the film looks like and how he pulls it off and the chemistry with Rachel Brosnahan as Lois, we'll see. But we've got another news item that James Gunn shared in his production offices around Superman Legacy in an office photo, and we'll put that up on the screen right now. And that is, I think that I think it is in the production office, and James Gunn shared it on social media, so it's official. And first of all, when we see this shot of Superman for All Seasons, you could see what they're going for. The kind of the visual sense of Superman.
He's got a classic look.
Classical Superman. And you've got bright colors, so I don't think we're going to get that dark Zack Snyder verse visual feel to it, right?
Didn't an actor that was rumored to be cast said he thought the movie Superman was too dark for him? That's why he didn't take the role. And I thought
somebody did.
The guy from Euphoria, I forgot his name, but
Jacob Elordi.
Yeah. I guess he said he turned it down because he thought it was too dark, which is funny because Euphoria is pretty dark.
Very, very dark.
Honestly,
and then he played Priscilla, which was an even darker, completely fictional version of Elvis. But yeah, so we can see here that the color schemes that they're going for and the visual style that will impact cinematography is certainly there. You can see that middle shot of the Kent farm in Smallville, with a bright yellowish orange sky. That is Smallville. And so I think it's exciting concept art of what they're going for, at least visually. And so that was a good nugget. But, we can't talk about Superman without talking about, rumors of the potential villains. And we've got news update number 3, which is more of rumor and spoilerish update. So I will caution those who are watching this video that if you don't want to be spoiled about the potential storyline and the villain, then
there's a good chance it's not true, though, right?
There's always a good chance things change. But so we've got one of the online sources that could be right, could be wrong, posted, and we thought we'd at least discuss it because there's some parts of it that seem like it could be authentic, at least in the version of the script that we have now. And it's a Twitter X handle at ViewerAnon, so we want to give credit to them, the War ViewerAnon. And so what they said was, and we'll put that up on the screen, Heard some stuff about Superman Legacy. I trust the source, but this stuff is always fuzzy, so they're giving themselves an out. Superman's early in his career and is not widely known. His big public reveal happens in the Middle East, where the terrorists have gotten a hold of Kryptonian tech. Samantha Waller and Sam Lane send in the Authority, which we know is going to be in this film, to investigate. They believe Superman is responsible. Superman learned the tech in the Fortress of Solitude and hopes it will be the missing puzzle piece to discover where he comes from. I don't know. That's a lot of detail that I think you might need to take that with a grain of salt.
It's also odd because you've had Waller interact with Henry Cavill's
Right.
Superman.
There are
Black
things about
Adam.
this I think maybe would change.
So would you keep her? Would you recast her?
You talking about? Is it Viola Davis?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's odd to me that they would have them interact.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then he closes with saying, anyway, the big bad is Brainiac behind everything.
I'd be okay with that.
It's said in the first post, they trust the source, but this stuff can change. But so my gut tells me that there could be some truth to the whole Middle East and Kryptonian tech and Brainiac. The other parts I could see falling off or changing throughout the script revisions before they shoot. In our fourth news item, if we don't have Brainiac, or if we do have Brainiac as the big bad, one of the villains that certainly looks like has been cast is Venezuelan actress María Gabriela de Faria as the engineer. She's going to be playing a villainous character, Angela Spica, also known as the engineer. Now, do you know anything about the engineer? I think there were a few different iterations of that in the comics around the Authority.
I don't know much about her. I thought she was linked to Brainiac though. So I mean that would probably give credence to that original rumor.
She was in The Duel. That's the only film I've seen her in. So I don't know much about her. I know she was in something called The Moody's, but I definitely saw her in The Duel. And so, she's going to be, part of, I guess, tied into the Authority some way, playing a main baddie for this first film. Could her character be working with Brainiac? Possibly.
I don't think she's going to be the main.
Yeah,
main
so
bad.
this is certainly a big role for her to nab this, and so we'll see. How big the role is, how big the role of the Authority is in the movie, but we definitely wanted to talk about Maria's casting, which was confirmed by Deadline. So we want to give credit to Deadline and Collider who have confirmed this, and so final thoughts. We've seen. Let's go back over the 4 news items. David Corenswet getting jacked in the gym, getting ready.
Superman looks like Superman. That's good.
Check. We've got James Gunn with some concept art and stuff in the offices. Doesn't tell us a lot, but visually looks good.
I like what he's going for. Yeah.
Going for the classical Superman for all seasons. And then we've got a little bit of plot story, rumor, speculation.
Could be total BS. We don't know.
But if it's somewhat
nothing
true,
bad,
and we
nothing-
got Brainiac.
Yeah, it's interesting. I like Brainiac. We haven't
Yeah.
seen him yet.
And then Maria Gabriela de Faria as Angela Spica, a.k.a. the engineer. Don't know enough to know how big of a role or not, but
That'd be
nothing
cool. Yeah.
nothing that would concern you. Hasn't done a lot, but I think she was decent in The Duel. And so,
So far, so good.
so far, so good.
I think he cares about the property. That's what I'll say. Like, I think a lot of the people that direct these movies now have no clue about the characters or what they're doing, but I think he actually does truly care about Superman. So
And
I'll
we'll
say
give
that.
a fifth little extra nugget for those that stuck around to the end of the video, which is that there are rumors being confirmed right now that they're going to be filming some of this movie in Atlanta.
Really?
So if they do get a chance to film it, maybe we'll get down there and get close to the set and get some shots. Maybe use a drone or two and get that to you. But we're not far from Atlanta, so little nugget for you there that they're going to be filming some portion of Superman Legacy in Atlanta, according to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. So a lot of news around Superman Legacy. Well, we wanted to bring that to you. Let us know what you think. What do you think about David Corenswet and the physical images of him as he's building up to play Superman? What do you think about Brainiac as a potential villain and the engineer? What do you think about James Gunn showing the photos of some of the visuals of what the film aesthetically may look like? Let us know what you think. Leave a comment below. Smash that like button. And most importantly, hit the subscribe button so that you can get our content and support our channel and TCB.